Hi, I'm Timo. Hey, thank you for tuning in to my latest video about the Trove Chest. I'm the funny German, as I saw in a Facebook group. And I already made a video in German about the awesome chest of awesomeness, this beautiful beast, and it was in German, and I'm not doing this video to brag with this awesome thing, with this 39 by 32 by roughly 33 centimeter beast with a volume of approximately 42.47 liters and a net weight of 9.6 kilogram, not to mention when filled approximately 20 kilos, and its mystery was only exceeded by its power until it was finally delivered now. I heard that some US guys are still waiting for it. And so maybe a bit of bragging here with this chest, which was forged by elves, I think, in the moonlight, in the depth of China. Well, the reason I'm doing this is not to show you this box, because I think there are plenty of videos out there who do this a lot better than I do, with more equipment and even more manpower than myself. For example, Man vs. Meeple or CTG themselves or whoever. The reason why I'm doing this is to show you it completely filled, and I did one or two things differently than CTG suggested. They got this little, let's call it manual, and I put the stuff in there a bit differently, and some things are not so clear, so you might struggle a bit when filling this thing first, so I'll show you what I did. Fortunately, it comes with a magnet, bones magnet, so awesome. So let's open the lid here. So this is the inner of the box, all the different drawers here. You've got the top drawer with the bag from Splice and Dice and the rule books and all the sheets here that you might need. This is gasket, for example, and I also included some printed out German versions for my family, that they can also play this awesome game. Until there will finally one day be a German version, of course. Then here are all the Gearlocks. Just show you Dart as an example, because that's not what I want to talk about. What I did here, the extra promo chips, which did not fit into the boxes. So there's a maximum of Gilly, for example, of 4 chips fitting here, and Gilly comes with 3 animal friends and himself 1 chip. That's 4. So the same is true for Tink with his 3 bots, and you can fit the 5th chip in here. Then it doesn't close properly. It's still okay. It will fit in here. It won't open by itself. But I think it's neater to put it in a box that it's actually for Tyrants. But I've got 1, 2 extra, so and you also can see here that there are 2 extra boxes which are still empty for the Gearlock child. Actually, its name is Baby Gilly, as we all know. I'm not sure whether there are enough enough dice that goes here. Oh, probably we'll also need one of these boxes. We'll see, but there's room for improvement, and for coming Gearlocks, I'm more than thrilled to see them. Then comes this drawer. Nothing different here. I put in all the neoprene mats here, and there's even all the Gearlocks splice and dice, the coolest ever, coolest interns ever, battle mat, adventure map, but also one of the control your roll dice trays. These little things came with a box to suck up the any moisture, and I just left one of them in each drawer just in case. I mean, this is not card box, but MDF, but it's paper on there, so I'll just keep it there. Just, you know, why not? Another thing to mention here are these nice holes, so that when you put in the drawers, the air won't stop them. And one thing I did is I hate the tuck boxes. I really do. They're so fiddly, and the first ones I got from the first or second edition of the base game of Bones were good, but the lid would fall off after a couple of games, but they were better. And then the tuck boxes, this one is kind of okay. I just don't like them. So I was very happy that it comes with the dividers here. I've got Undertow and the base game and Age of Tyranny and 40 Days in Dale are separated, but don't have to do that. Here you have loot, Trove loot, and I like it like that, so that you just open the drawer and pick the cards that you want. I only have the tuck box here, so this one actually comes with a Trove Chest to keep the cards from falling. I hate it when that happens. I've got other games, deck builders, where this happens. And so I got this empty box here to put it here to keep them from falling over. So that's it here, nothing special. It's still all according to plan. Then comes the one difference. So here the manual says put 2 chips trays in drawer number 4, which is here. And then the blind draw tray, which is really cool. I'll show you in a second. And the chip tubes here. And then in number 7, which is here on the right, you should put 2 chip trays, so for an overall of 4 chip trays, and then dice trays. And if you put 1 dice tray on the other, there's a maximum of 2 you can put in here. And the problem is, or the problem that I had, was that I've got way more dice, and I didn't want to get rid of the. So you could just get down to 2 full dice trays, but that's not enough for me, so I wanted to keep them. And what I did was I put all the chips here on the right and could put in 4 dice trays then, because on this side dice trays would have to fit like this, and then there's not enough room because you cannot put them like that, but you can do it here, and nobody needs this many death dice or attack dice, but if you have them, why not? It's so cool. And so this is the what's called blind draw tray. You have for the loot, trove loot, and encounters to draw them. That's pretty neat. And I did not use the tubes, which do not fit in here, but just the little bags here for the pips and the scars. And so I did like this. Also, you might want some advice with the chips. I did it like this. I separated all the level 1 baddies and the 5 baddies according to their type and put them in here. And I got all the 20s together because there are only few of them. Then here are the 2 two type baddies from Splice and Dice, 1 and 5, and also the 20s. And here are the Crown and the Max, level 3 baddies. And here's all the other stuff. You can see I've got 2 lane markers, 2 sets of lane markers, 2 day counters, but whatever. Here are my 3 health chips. Maybe they would fit in here also. And the wreckage chips, and they all go together. Thanks to Andreas, who helped a bit out with this. I got the idea of sorting them like this. And also to put the dice on one side, and they're here. The only little drawback is that this is way heavy now. So you should not, if it's not on the table but on the shelf, you should not have this suspended for a long period of time. Like this long period of time being like 10 seconds. But just if you have the hand beneath and just pull it out or put it in, shouldn't be any problem at all. Then here are the tyrants with the cards and the chips and dice in there, or in this case only 1 die. And the nice stickers here, I used the metallic whatever stickers. They're nicer, and if they should really go off, then I'll take the other ones. I keep them in here. And then I used 2 empty tuck boxes here so that they will not slide to the back. Yeah, and then I did a thing, because there are only a few left. They're not available anymore, but I still got these, and I like taking out chips here with the new blind draw tray. You don't need it anymore. You can just put the chips in their chip trays on the table, but I prefer those. And beneath I've got the tubes. They still fit it in here. They're empty, but they're just so nice to keep them. I don't know why. And also the Build a Tyrant things. If you do not have these, I recommend taking the empty tuck boxes from Undertow, base game, or Splice and Dice, what have you, just to put them behind those, that they will not slide around but stay neatly in place. So these are the difference in filling up this thing. They're minor, but I think quite useful. I also did not put the stickers on here. There are stickers that look quite nice. Wherever they are. Here with the locks on it. So Chip Theory Games said there were no problems in testing this with the picture being rubbed off or any scars or scratches, whatever. But just in case, if you want to, you can put those stickers on here just to make sure. But you can also take one sticker and just put it on the magnet so that you don't have them here on this beautiful artwork, but just on the magnet, and still it will help a bit. Or maybe you can take a very thin felt and just put it on here. Okay, folks, so much for the Trove Chest. It's awesome. Go and get it. And the best thing about this, I tell you, is the game inside. Check out my video about the Gearlocks song, where Gearlocks come to save the day. I'll link it in the outro, and see you next time. Bye. High five. High five. High five. High five. High five. Lucky Lux. Lucky Lux.